I just want to say two other short and very quick things, just to emphasize what I've said in so much English. That this country is one. We have one indivisible country. We have one national interest, and we have one national priority. That national priority is, and the national interest, is in ensuring that Kenya remains viable, Kenya becomes progressively prosperous, and Kenya remains one united and one prosperous country for all its people. That is the national vision. And therefore, the devolution that we so much cherish is to help us harness that, the fundamentals of that national vision, to make us work faster, more efficiently, so that we realize our objectives in a quicker format. I say so because we will need to emphasize the need for us to rally ourselves so that we realize our national objectives and the national vision. The survival of this country, many decades from now, many centuries from today, when many people in this room will not be present, lies in forging and clarifying our national vision, our national interest, and working towards it, all of us, all the levels of government, all the arms of government, other stakeholders in the society, non-governmental actors, international partners, the academia, the citizens of Kenya, all of us, we have a role to play to strengthen not only the health systems of our country, but to strengthen the prosperity, inclusivity, and the unity of our country. It's very important for us to repeat that. Yesterday, His Excellency the President, while addressing the nation on a different matter, did emphasize that we do have a few challenges in some of the sectors that this administration is trying to reform. Health is one of them. The Kenya Kwanza administration's agenda for health, which has resulted in the current reform movement, is anchored in the national vision that I have already said, and it is for the better of this country. That reform is not just to change and revamp health institutions, but it is to ensure that the new system reaches out to as many of our people as possible, so that health, nutrition, does not become a preserve of some people in Kenya. It becomes accessible and affordable to as many people as possible, those who call Kenya home. And the President did say, which I want to reiterate, that SHA and the health reforms, challenging as the reforms are, those reforms will succeed. And he said, because those reforms are well-intentioned and anchored on our national vision, the reforms will succeed so that way, those who think a country like Kenya, a developing country, with all its challenges, cannot roll out a successful health reform program that has been impossible to roll out in some of even the developed countries. Those who think that a country like Kenya cannot do it will live to see the success of this program, because it will succeed. And he said it will succeed because we have clear vision what this means to the people of Kenya, what a healthier population means, because it means a healthier population means a more productive people, and that will help us in terms of our economic goals and the other aspirations that we look for, including the stability of our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will succeed. And you, Nairobi County, and the other 46 counties, you are going to be the determinants. What you do in this sector, the other sectors, will determine whether we will put this country on the path which we have always desired to put it. I wish you well. I have a lot of faith in what this conference means for Nairobi and for Kenya. In my past life, I was an academic, and I know science moves the world. I am glad you're meeting here to talk science and to talk knowledge, because we can have as many programs as possible, but unless they are informed by science and knowledge, they will not be sustainable. So I really wish I could stay longer here and listen and learn. But as the governor has promised, please submit your research findings, recommendations, deliberations, and outputs of this conference to the office of the president, so that we can also learn from what Nairobi County is doing, and we can also learn from the reflections of this meeting. If we do that, and we meet here next year, perhaps, God willing, we will then be in a position to examine what we'll have been able to achieve by that time. Other than that, once more, I want to thank you, wish you well, continue praying for Kenya, continue wishing our country well, and let us learn from each other and learn that a nation is built by its own people, and there are no other people. We will do it for ourselves, but we will also do it for the generations that are not born yet. That is what we are supposed to do. I wish you well. I know there are a few issues outstanding, Governor, between national government and county governments. We are working on, as chair now of IBEC, the Intergovernmental Budget and Economic Council, which brings the two levels of government together. We are unlocking the funding and resource issues and a few other issues that are outstanding in a very mutually respectful manner. We want to build cordial relations and build that synergy that is positive for our country's interest. And therefore, going forward, we'll have many more of these events. I wish you well. Thank you very much. God bless Kenya. God bless our city, Nairobi. Asante sana.